a showdown at the Dome. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. A big welcome to those of you listening on OccupyProWrestling.com. You can bring our updates to your website. Find out how at JustProWrestlingNews.com.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
The main event is set for January 4th at the Tokyo Dome. It'll be Shingo Takagi defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against G1 Climax winner Kazuchika Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 16. New Japan is promoting this year's Wrestle Kingdom as a 3-night event on January 4th, 5th, and 8th. New Japan also announced the field for its upcoming Best of the Super Juniors tournament, and here they are: IWGP Junior Champion El Desperado, Robbie Eagles, Hiromu Takahashi, El Phantasmo, Sho, Yo, Ryusuke Taguchi, Master Wato, BUSHI, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, DOUKI, and Taiji Ishimori. The tournament begins Saturday and concludes on December 15th. The start of New Japan's World Tag League on Sunday will see Tetsuya Naito's return to in-ring action. He'll be in the tournament tagging with SANADA. Naito was sidelined by a knee injury he suffered on the first night of the G1 back in September. Champion versus champion matches are officially set for Survivor Series.
WWE.
Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus WWE Champion Big E was announced on last night's Raw. Big E also beat Chad Gable in a non-title match last night. Also announced for Survivor Series, Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus her SmackDown counterpart Charlotte Flair. We also now know that Lynch's next title challenger is Liv Morgan. She pinned Carmella to win a fatal 5-way match last night that also included Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Queen Zelina. There's already a change to the lineup for one of the elimination tag matches at Survivor Series. Dominic Mysterio lost his spot on the Raw men's team when he was beaten decisively by Bobby Lashley last night. As a result, Lashley will take Dominic's spot on Team Raw. Also on last night's show, AJ Styles, Omos, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode beat the Street Profits and the Raw Tag Team Champions Randy Orton and Riddle. Ziggler pinned Riddle. Seth Rollins beat Kevin Owens via countout in the main event after Big E possibly impeded Owens from getting back into the ring. And Reggie lost the 24/7 title to Drake Maverick, but that match was followed by a quick succession of title changes that saw Akira Tozawa, Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, Drake Maverick again, and finally Reggie all win the 24/7 title. Tonight's NXT has Toxic Attraction versus Io Shirai, Kacy Catanzaro, and Kaden Carter, plus Kushida and Ikemen Jiro versus the Creed Brothers.
AEW.
Tonight's AEW Dark is loaded with at least 15 matches, including Darby Allin versus QT Marshall, Dante Martin versus Frankie Kazarian, Andrade El Idolo versus Warhorse, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy, The Blade, and Isaiah Cassidy. Dark Order's Allen 5 Angels and 10 versus Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and Colt Cabana versus The Gun Club. Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty teaming up against 2.0. Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander, and Ryo Mizunami versus Jamie Hayter, Rebel, and Emi Sakura. Plus the return of Too Fast, Too Fuego. They'll take on the Factory's Nick Camarado and Aaron Solo. On last night's Dark Elevation, Ryo Mizunami and Ruby Soho beat Emi Sakura and Nyla Rose. Soho pinned Sakura. Chris Statlander rescued Soho from a post-match attack. Statlander and Soho are set to meet in the second round of the TBS Championship Tournament. The Butcher and the Blade beat Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta, who took the pin, and Dark Order's Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, Alex Reynolds, and John Silver beat the combination of the Acclaimed and 2.0. Drew Parker took the pin. Tonight's NWA Power has NWA World Heavyweight Champion Trevor Murdoch and Nick Aldis teaming up to face Tom Latimer and Chris Adonis. Also, Camille defends the NWA Women's title against Kenzie Page in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Jax Dane versus Crimson inside a steel cage. And Tim Storm versus Jaden Roller in a no disqualification match. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Tuesday, November 9th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.